Now I'm going to show you how to make a portable bench top. What you'll need is you'll need some hardwood. We've got some hardwood here, 42 by 34. You'll need some thinner material, which is hardwood 2, and that's 12mm by 65. You'll need a cordless screwdriver. You'll need a countersinker, so you can countersink. The board that you're working on can be anything, like MDF. I've chosen some pine because I just like the look of this. This is block pine, so you can see it's made up of blocks. And I just like the look of this one. And then you'll need some sort of measuring, a ruler, a tape or something, so you can actually start marking this out. Now we have our portable workbench here. They're going to vary a bit in size depending on which one you buy. What you need to do is take a measurement from the front to the centre part here of your first board. I'm going to just use a square to do that. You can use a ruler, you can use a tape or whatever you want to do. When you're measuring from here to here, it's looking for this one at 160mm. Now what we want to do is we're placing this piece of wood on our board and we're going to come 160mm. So all we need to do is mark a line here and one down this end here. And the reason why we're doing that is because we want to make it so it's level with the back of your workbench. So you can see there, it's level with the workbench and we're coming 160. The reason why we do that is because we've got our winding handles here to wind up and we don't want to hit our bench that we're making. Now we've marked that out, we take our piece of hardwood and we line that up with our measurement of what our workbench is. Now what we need to do now is we need to get a cordless drill and we need a countersink to actually drill 4 holes here so we can secure our piece of hardwood to our bench top. Now we've put our support on our board, we've locked it into our portable table and we're ready to fit the jig. Alright, we've got our levelers here. That's so when you actually put the jig in, you want to make sure it's in the centre. So what we're going to do is just push that level. So now our levels are keeping this in the centre here. Just move these away for a minute. Grab our square. Making sure that this is square, just mark a small line there, small line here. Now what we're doing is we're keeping this level with the back of our board because we need to do our adjustment here. So you've got to make sure it's level. If you had it forward, we wouldn't be able to adjust it properly. Now what you need to do is secure your jig to the board. The next stage is that we need to work out from our blocks here how far we need to come because we want to put our levelers in across, keeping them in front of the level blocks. And that's 50mm. So what we need to do is mark 50mm here, there, here, that side. We don't need our L bracket at this particular time, so we take that out. And as you can see here, your timber will be supported in this level, so our levelers need to be straight across here, 50 mm in. To make this more rigid now, we need to put 2 screws at either end, and we're going to come in 30 mm. It's as simple as that. Now we've got our portable jig made and it's in its support, we can actually take that anywhere we want to. If you want to do your projects now, you can start straight away, or otherwise you can actually put this in the back of the car and take that out wherever you want to go. You may be wondering why we moved the L bracket and what it's used for. Well, the L bracket is very good because what we can actually do is even break this down further for the building side, or if you just want to take something quickly outside, you don't want to take the whole lot. If you undo your support here, your guides come off, they fit into the L bracket, and we place 2 screws in here. Now I've got one already done, just to show you. The screws are in here like this. And you see, how do we use it? We actually, this is a piece of solid timber that you might have on the building site or outside. You place it on here. Clamp it on, and then all you have to do is drill through your guide drill holes. All right, so we've set up our jig. Now we need to set up our drill so we're able to start joining our timbers together. First thing you need to do is make sure that you've put a 10-cent coin under here. Main reason is because when you're actually drilling through your block here, you do not want to hit and drill into your jig. When you open up your drill, right, there's a little ring that you need to have, which is an adjustable ring that goes on top here. In your adjustable ring, you have an Allen key. And then what that does is it does this little grommet screw up. So what we need to do is put it in your guide, making sure this ring is sitting on the top of the guide. Do it up finger tight. Take it out and then make sure that you really tighten it quite tight, because you don't want this ring to move. So do it up very tight. Now you place it in your drill. Your drill needs to be on number 2 setting because you're actually drilling, so you want to drill at a higher speed. Now we're just going to do a simple joint of joining 2 pieces of wood together. Your piece of wood here, this is only 42 mil by 19 mil. There's 2 adjustments for a piece of wood like that. You've got your guide adjustment, so you undo that. These move backwards and forwards. Make sure you line it up so it's not too close to the edge. So just bring it in a little bit. Now your next adjustment is your lever here, pressure lever. you can actually wind that up, and then you've got a nut here to tighten it so you've got it to the right strength. You don't want to over tighten it, you just want to tighten it so it doesn't move in here. Now on the side here it's got two measurements. This is 19 mil. Now on here it says 1/2 inch 3/4. Well, this is in imperial because it's an American design. So we're going for the front holes for the thinner material, which is the 19 mil. You've got your holes drilled here. So all we're doing, you can actually join it together in two different ways. You can actually join it together like that at a 90 degrees, or if you want to, you can actually join it together like this. Now all we're going to do now is we're going to start putting these together. What you need to do is make sure you've got your square drive bit in, you've got your washer head screws, and if you check you'll need to check the chart of what thickness you're going through. With the 19 mil, I suggest the 31 millimeter screw. And that gives you a nice, strong joint. You can use glue, but you don't need to use glue. It's very strong as is.